Hey everybody, welcome to my channel where we're all meat no filler because even though I'm a vegetarian, cats are not. Exciting stuff. Today we're going to be talking about why you should keep your cat indoors. Um, a lot of times people think my cat's a natural hunter, they're bred from lions, they need to be outside. That's not true, and it's actually very dangerous for them to be outside unsupervised. So I have a few key topics and a few ways to keep them happy while indoors as well. So to start with, there are more than 70 million feral and stray cats in the US alone. I don't know about you, but that doesn't really make me feel comfortable letting my precious and loved babies going outside. Just due to the fact that there are a lot of transferable diseases for cats. I have some written down. We have feline leukemia, we have FIV, which is terminal. It's transferred through bite wounds, and if there's feral cats outside and they just see a random cat and they're like mad and they want to fight, they could get that, and it is terminal, so that's not something you want your cat to get. Distemper, rabies, and toxoplasmosis, which is spread through eating rats. So like the rats have it, and it's a parasite, and it controls their brain to make them want to be with the cats, and the cats see them and they eat them, and then they poop out the toxoplasmosis, and you get it through their poop, through cleaning the litter. So I don't know about you, but I don't really want to get any diseases from my cats. Obviously, a lot of these are preventable through the shots. However, it's a lot easier to keep your cat indoors. Obviously, you should get the shots too, but I mean, there's not really anything to worry about if you're keeping your cats inside. The second thing is I don't know about your cats, but mine will eat anything that I leave laying around. Like they see some food, they're like, I'm gonna eat that. So there's stuff outside that could be possibly poisonous to cats, which can cause renal failure, which could be potentially very dangerous to your cat if you don't get them treated for it in time. It's basically treated with a diet change. However, a lot of people don't notice that their cats have it until it's very far progressed. And it's very expensive to feed your cat all wet food, which is what vets generally recommend for treatment of that. Fleas and ticks. I don't want those guys in my house. I don't want them on my cats. I don't want Pooh or Nelson to have Lyme disease from ticks, and a lot of those transferable diseases are transferred through fleas and ticks as well. So I'm not about having fleas and ticks on my cats. I would not let them go outside just for the sheer fact that there are bugs that are gross that they could bring inside with them, and I don't want bugs in my house. So number 4 is cat overpopulation, and lots of deaths in shelters just due to there being so many cats. If your cat goes outside, and there's another spider over there, I'm gonna cry, there's so many spiders in my room right now. If your cat goes outside and they like see another cat and they're like, hey, that cat, looking good, and they mate, and then there's more cats that are likely going to go into shelters, leading to more cat overpopulation. We do not need any more cats in shelters. We do not need any more cats. There are enough for every human in the world to have so many cats. Like, we don't need it anymore. Stop letting your cats outside. Number 5 is predators. I don't know what area you live in, but here in Georgia, we hear a lot about coyotes eating people's cats and their dogs, even when their dogs are just let outside for like 5 minutes to go pee. So that is very dangerous. I don't want my cats to get eaten by a coyote or a bear or a dog who gets off their leash and sees a cat and doesn't like cats and is aggressive and bites the cat. No thank you on that. I'm good. 6 is bad people, which you don't hear about a lot often. However, unfortunately, this story is not very pleasant, so sensitive people, fast forward. A couple of years ago, I found a cat who was cut open down the middle and had his intestines all spewn about. So there are people out there who want to hurt animals just for the sheer, I mean, you hear about it all the time, serial killers when they're younger kill animals, psychopaths, sociopaths. You don't want to put your kitty in danger of that. Another super obvious danger thing outside is cars. If your cat is not very bright, they could get hit by a car. Even if they are bright, they could get hit by a car. This is another unfortunate story, but a couple of years back around the same time, I was trying to save some feral cats, get them in my car and take them to get neutered and put them back outside. And one of the little ones got really scared and he ran out onto the road and he got hit by a car and he did not make it. So that's feral cats who know that cars are there, who know their surroundings. So imagine your indoor cat experiencing that. Cats have been domesticated, so they're not even made to go outside anymore. They're made to be house pets. There's plenty of ways you can keep them occupied indoors. And when they're outside, they can kill other wildlife as well, and that is danger to underpopulated species. There's plenty of birds and other wildlife that are important to the ecosystem that are getting killed by cats every day just because people want to let their cats outside. So that's it for the dangers of the outside world. I think that's plenty of reasons to keep your cat inside. But if you are still insistent, my cat's a hunter, he needs to go outside, here are some simple things you can do inside with your cat to keep them comfortable. The first thing is, I don't know what this is going on. It's making me a little nervous. Got some redness. The first thing is get cat trees, because cats like to climb. They like to be up high. One of the main reasons they like to go outside is because they can climb real trees, but cat trees are just as good. Get plenty of interactive toys for them to hunt and chase. The danglies, the little dangly toys I showed in one of my last videos, laser pointers, anything that they can bunny kick, little toys with the wrinkly noise inside. They like that for hunting. So that's a way to drive their predator instinct without letting them outside. Also, don't free feed. Free feeding is counteractive to their nature. Feed raw food if possible. And get them plants. Get them cat plants. They love cat plants. Get them some fresh catnip to grow, cat grass. Anything else that you read about that's safe to cats. I plan on making a video about what plants are safe to cats eventually, but that involves a lot of research. And I'm mildly lazy, so we'll get around to it eventually, and then you can know all the cats, the plant, and hopefully that'll be useful to you when keeping your cat indoors. I have to go get this spider. I don't like him. But that's it for today, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, leave comments, even though for some reason I can't read comments. They say I have one, I can see the thumbnail, but it never shows up. So if I'm not replying to your comments, that's why. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next week.